What's up guys, House of Stats, and in this week's video, we have Super Bowl predictions, analysis, and more. The road to the Super Bowl has been a tough one, filled with injuries and miracles, but we're finally here. This will be the 54th consecutive Super Bowl, and this year's will be hosted in Tampa Bay, Florida. After 12 long consecutive games, the Super Bowl is finally here. This year's Super Bowl matchup will feature two of the game's greatest quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were crowned as NFC champions last weekend as they beat the Green Bay Packers in a tightly contested game. Tom Brady will be facing Patrick Mahomes in his 10th Super Bowl, hoping for his 7th Super Bowl ring, and another one with Rob Gronkowski. Brady's play has been inconsistent throughout the playoffs as he threw for 3 interceptions last weekend. Let's see how he does in the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers receiving attack led by Scotty Miller, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans has played phenomenally through the playoffs. But last week, Mike Evans did have a knee injury which could make him sidelined for the Super Bowl, but we'll see about that. Now let's talk about the Buccaneers' run game. It wasn't the greatest in the regular season, but playoff Lenny has really come through, as he's had 300 yards in the playoffs. On the other hand, the Buccaneers' defense has played great. They recorded 5 sacks against Aaron Rodgers and a pretty good O-line in the playoffs, but they did have some serious injuries. Right before halftime in last weekend's tightly contested NFC Championship game, star linebacker Tahir Whitehead had a brutal neck injury. That injury could be very bad because Whitehead was a key contributor in a great Buccaneers defense, and missing a key piece, especially in the Super Bowl, will not help. We think that the Buccaneers will win the Super Bowl, but let's see what happens. Now let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, who played great in the playoffs through lots of injuries. Patrick Mahomes is coming off a serious head injury, but he played great against the Bills. Both of his star receiving targets, including Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, both had over 100 yards. If they can keep this up, they could win the Super Bowl. The worst part of it for the Chiefs is the injury to offensive lineman Eric Fisher. Fisher tore his Achilles in the game against the Bills, and the team already has a shaky run game. The run game is led by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but it has been someone else who's performed well in the playoffs. But don't count the Chiefs' defense out of it as well. They played great as they pressured Josh Allen all game. Chris Jones came through big time, and Frank Clark hasn't disappointed either. Yet, the passing defense has struggled a little bit, but with Tyrann Mathieu playing at 50% health last weekend, that's probably the reason why the secondary didn't do so well. With defensive star and team captain Tyrann Mathieu returning healthy to the roster, that he could make a big impact in the Super Bowl. But the last time the Chiefs played Tom Brady in the playoffs, key mistakes from players like Frank Clark cost them the game. We'll see what happens in the big game. We think that the Super Bowl will be one of the game's greatest. Predictions coming up ahead. This year's Super Bowl will be held in Tampa Bay's Raymond James Stadium, the first time in NFL history when a team is playing at its home stadium. So technically, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are basically playing as a home team, even though they're the lower seed. Here we have our score predictions. We think the Buccaneers will have 42, where the Chiefs have 35, with the Buccaneers winning. We also have Tom Brady winning the MVP award. Up next, we have some hot takes. Some hot takes we have are that Patrick Mahomes will break the all-time passing yards record in a single game, the Buccaneers will record 7+ sacks, Tom Brady will win his 7th Super Bowl. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment. We're also on the road to 100 subs. We'll be doing 2 big giveaways at 50 subscribers and 100 subscribers, so be sure to check that you're subscribed. Thanks for watching this great video.